Okay, we made it.
Jesus Christ.
I was so excited because we were all set like 3 minutes early, and I thought, oh man, there's so much we have to talk about on this show.
Oh, hold on.
Not yet. Once again, don't get impatient now.
All right, shut the fuck up. Let's go. Welcome back to Jedi Enclave. I'm Daniel.
I'm Chris.
And this is the Jedi Enclave Presents. Now, this is Podcasting Podcast, which is your weekly podcast about Star Wars and Star Wars accessories, sci-fi fantasy properties that we enjoy.
It's just general nerd shit.
Yeah, and we are streaming to you. I feel like someone in the 60s. We're streaming in Technicolor.
Streaming to you live from Daniel's basement.
Yeah, except that we're streaming on our vertical format tonight, which we've not been able to do in quite a while, which is kind of nice because it kind of brings in a different part of the YouTube audience. So
just turn your phone sideways.
Yeah,
seriously, like the horizontal is just better.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's not that hard, but I don't know. I don't care. I'm not your mom. Tonight we're talking about Maul, Shadow Lord, Invincible, Daredevil, and The Boys. And while you're here, we have a lot of shit to get through, so we're not talking for too long about this. But yeah, go give us a like on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, Discord, and TikTok. All those links are there in the description. And let's get away. Let's go.
Okay.
This is live, by the way. So put your comments in the little comment box, and we'll read them in between segments. Real quick, we have to talk about there was a Mandalorian and Grogu final trailer that came out yesterday.
Was there all that much in this trailer that we hadn't already seen?
Not really. I did watch a behind the scenes little thing that they did, where they kind of played with some of the props, and someone played with some of the Enzelin puppets, like little Babu Frick and everything. And I don't know.
The one who calls Grogu a bad baby.
Yeah. It's one of those things. It could be good or it could be fucking terrible. I don't know. If it's anything like Mando season 3, I'll probably be disappointed. However, you and I like to keep a nice, bright view of the Star Wars universe. And
I think at worst it will be fine.
Yeah. Which, if that's the best you can do is fine, then that's fine. CinemaCon has happened. There's a bunch of shit that came out of that. We're not going through all of it because I haven't seen. Okay, so first of all, there was an Avengers Doomsday trailer.
Oh.
I have only seen descriptions of this event or of the trailer. Of course, as you know, the MCU will summarily execute anyone trying to get video of these event specific trailers. So,
which is so fucking stupid.
It is really dumb. And I get that they want to give people an incentive for showing up to the event.
Yes, but just release the trailer like a week after the event.
Yeah, it's just it's really dumb.
How do you expect to build hype for this event for this movie if you're not letting anyone see the trailers?
Yeah.
It's just so dumb.
Yeah, I don't really know. And then I don't know, not Grant. Okay, it's like the fourth time this week I've called Grant. I'm not really sure why, but a kid we play Battlefront with has been obsessed with
the Avatar: Last Airbender movie.
Yes, which I think is just out now, right?
Not intentionally, but yes.
Okay, so I haven't looked into this. Is it like a high quality thing floating around, or is it like a cam?
I also have not looked into it, but from what I understand, it is like a file, not someone's hand cam footage or anything. Because
I might watch it.
Again, this is what I understand. I didn't research this too deeply, but someone at Paramount had to make a copyright claim on someone on Twitter,
Okay.
And when you do that, you have to send Twitter the full
So they can
video
do the
that
matching. Yeah.
that
Okay.
you're claiming copyright on.
Okay.
And this person at Paramount is apparently not very good at their job, because instead of sending it to official like Twitter support or copyright claim or whatever,
Mhm.
they sent it to some rando on Twitter. And this Twitter rando
Some-
immediately realized what they had and started spreading it everywhere.
Oh no. Some unsung hero.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I'm sure if you look closely enough, you can find out who they are.
Yeah.
But
That's I might actually look into that after we're done here, because that'd be something I'd be interested in seeing. And I know that the animators have been really disappointed by it. But counterpoint, a corporation is producing it, and it is always a moral virtue and a moral imperative to steal from corporations. So I feel for the animators, but my hands are tied on this matter.
yeah.
Anything else we need to discuss before we get into what we're doing today? Kitty Lee says hi. Hi there.
Hello there.
Tans, I think this is the one Matt was warning me about. Tans, that I'm not going to read that. I'm better than you. I'm more hater than you. Well, good for you.
One of those is true, probably.
And Graham says, oi, mates.
Oi.
Good day, governor. All right.
All right.
Maul Shadow Lord.
I think
Let's
so.
get into it. By the way, spoilers for this show. If you've not seen it, go and watch it. It's a banger. Second one particularly.
A couple of banger episodes, yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have time to do spoiler-free
Yeah.
anything, so we're going to get into this.
Previously, Devin, who had been captured by Maul and his cronies, has escaped from her prison cell, which Maul was like, you can leave anytime you want.
Yeah. Give me a
Really, I invite you to escape. And that's where we start here.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to fix this for our vertical guys.
Just turn your phone sideways.
Just turn your phone sideways, you
Jesus
fucks.
Christ.
Jesus. Okay.
Anyway.
So Devin has escaped,
Yes.
right? And I like how this guy, whoever the fuck he is, his first like,
get me out of here.
His first like thing is to just be like, also later on,
he's like, I didn't have anything to do with it. She did it all on her own.
Yeah, that's fine. Hold on.
Wait for it. Technical difficulties. Okay, there we go.
So obviously, like everyone pulls up because there's a jail cell that's empty.
Maul told them, "Hey, she's probably going to escape.
Yeah.
Can you just make sure she goes down this very predictable pathway and doesn't like actually do anything?
Yeah, lead her to me."
Yes.
And like I said, what's his name was like, guys, I had nothing to do with this. Yeah. It was all the girl. So Maul sits her down for a cup of tea.
A little tea party,
which I thought was kind of classy.
Yeah.
Like, is this the Maul that we knew from episode 1?
No.
Would he invite a Jedi to a tea party?
Absolutely not.
No, he'd stab him in the fucking sternum. We know that because that's what he
did.
Yeah.
After he tried to run over a kid.
Yeah. Oh, that's
on
true.
A speeder bike.
Yeah, and if anyone's ever thought about that, just consider for a moment that Darth Maul had never met Anakin Skywalker in his life.
Didn't know anything about this kid.
Didn't know he was the chosen
said,
one.
I'm going to run that fucker over on my speeder bike.
He saw that kid and was like, I'm going to hit that kid with my fucking motorcycle. So I also love how like calm Maul is, like this whole thing.
There's a neat little detail here at the start of their conversation. He's like, "So why don't you tell me your name?" And Devin's like, "Well, my name." Maul's like, "Yes, it would be polite," but she never actually tells him her name. Just keep that in mind.
Oh, I didn't. I guess I didn't know that.
I had to go back
that.
and rewatch this scene to make sure.
But,
yeah.
Okay.
She never actually says what her name is.
Okay.
Just keep that in the back of your head.
So, I also like that. So he's kind of commenting on like, he's doing a lot of the, I know that you think you know me and like you have all these assumptions about me, but I'm really kind of a solid guy, and my child running over days are far behind me.
And what's more important is that I think you and I have a common enemy here. And
yeah, you and me, we're the same. You and me are, we're the same. Also, try not to pay any attention at all to the lightsaber that I have.
that I have cleverly positioned right next to my tea preparing board.
This lightsaber that I would very much like for you to try to take and hit me with. Yes. So Devin obviously pushes back on this, right? She's like, you're a fucking murderer, and you're you're a Sith or whatever, and I'm fucking out here. And he's like, okay, look, like we can work together here, right? And you can leave, but
I mean, where are you going to go?
yeah,
really?
like think this through.
You spent your entire life in service to the Jedi. Well, the Jedi are gone. You spent your entire life thinking you were going to serve the galaxy. The galaxy fucking hates you. And you have this power, but you are reluctant to use it.
Right. Which is a very Jedi thing.
Yeah.
By the way, all of you guys, that's all you guys ever do. Like you have access to all this tremendous power, but you guys are all kind of scared of it. So she's like, yeah, I'm going to take that lightsaber now.
Maul's like, okay, I can work with this.
Yes.
Absolutely. Let me just cut the lights.
Yes.
And do some spooky speaking from the shadows stuff.
Were you the one that was telling me about how they recorded some of Sam Witwer's screams?
No.
Okay.
I think you told me about this, actually.
I doubt it because I just found out myself.
Oh.
But they, I guess they recorded some of his screams and use that in the sound effects for his lightsaber, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
And I went back while I was watching these episodes. I like really listened to it, and I was like, "Oh my god, you can definitely hear it. It's really neat." There is so much red, by the way, I think in all of these episodes. It's kind of like a really important part of the color palette that they're working with.
Part of that is just that Maul's lightsaber is red,
and he's very
uses
red.
His lightsaber a lot.
Yeah, that's true. So he more or less was like, "Look, I could probably just beat you down because you're just a kid, but go ahead and go.
Yeah.
See how it goes for you.
Let's see what you can do."
Yeah, and she's like, "You know what? Fine." And he's like, "Wait, you can't," because he takes the lightsaber from her, right? Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
That happens at the very
right. Okay. So, Captain Lawson and Two Boots are trying to track Maul's syndicate activity, and they've kind of figured out that he has links to like the Pike syndicate, like the smuggling routes and everything.
Yep. And
they are going to investigate a spaceport and known drop points
where the Pikes are passing stuff through.
Yeah. Now the other thing that kind of keeps pressing and it ends up being a salient thing because it's the like the big climax for this 2-episode arc is this idea that there are some that, let's just say that
the situation is rapidly getting out of control,
right.
And Two Boots is a droid who is a stickler for protocol, and and protocol says that when the situation is spiraling out of control, you call in the people with the Star Destroyers.
You call in, and there are also even the chief, right? Even the chief of police here. Whoops, I went too far.
The chief is like, "Look, shit's going crazy. I'm doing my best to keep the Empire out of this, but if it keeps going on, pretty soon they're going to show up no matter what I do.
Yeah.
So you got to get this shit under wraps."
Yeah, and imagine a world where the Empire shows up and they find out that you should have called them and you didn't. So
yes.
Yeah, that could be terrible. So back on Planet Maul, Maul's taunting Devin quite a lot, and he's like, "Oh, look, you got a lightsaber! Wow, so dangerous." And he's talking about how her instinct to run is like disappointing, and pushes her frustration.
Frustration and I think fear a little bit, because like she knows Maul's reputation at the very least. Like, he killed a Jedi Master.
Right.
That's not something very many people did before the Clone Wars.
And I mean, not only was it just a Jedi Master, it was like one of the really good ones.
Yeah.
Like I don't think if any of the Jedi pre Episode 1 had been like, pick one Jedi that's going to get iced by a Sith Lord, they probably would not have picked Qui-Gon Jinn.
Probably not.
They probably call him in Trebador or something.
Ki-Adi-Mundi, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, you know what? He'd get iced by a Sith, I think. Yeah, no, that's definitely true. Yaddle. I don't know.
Yaddle did, actually.
No, that's fair, but also we kind of ended up finding out in that episode. Yaddle's kind of a badass, though.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
Like, it was not her fault. She was just kind of overmatched.
Yeah. So, what is going on here? I think
they're grabbing Vario and they're saying, "Okay, look, you're gonna go talk to the Pikes. I'm gonna tell you exactly what to say."
Right. And then Two Boots and this blonde guy.
So Lost, like, Lawson isn't here, by the way, because Two Bits is like, isn't your kid gonna go play like space lacrosse or something? You should go
rugby
watch that.
or whatever. Yeah, and he's like, oh shit, I forgot I'm a bad dad. Oh no. All right.
So Two Boots and Agent Blonde go off to the spaceport to
intercept the Pikes, right?
Yes.
And it does not go smashingly, right?
No, the Pikes shoot one of the guys they're meeting, and then the cops pull guns and
like they
kind of get it under control, and then Maul's guys show up and just start blowing everything up.
Yeah, like everything kind of explodes. They get away, like the smugglers get away anyway.
Maul's people get away.
They arrest or do they kill the smuggler guys?
I forget exactly.
Let us know in the chat.
But yes.
Yeah. So anyway, there's obviously this like rising conflict in the Maul network.
Things are getting a little out of hand.
And let's be fair, we all love Two Boots, but he probably isn't the one that should be handling this right now.
No.
With Captain Blonde Guy Rando Cop, or whatever.
Yeah.
So Lawson goes to his son Riley's match. And
space lacrosse.
Yeah.
Yes. And Riley's like, oh, holy shit, I didn't think you'd
oh my
come.
God. Yeah. I do like this thing where he was like, hey, fucking what's his name's parents they saved you a seat
for you.
And he's like, no, you and I both know I gotta disappear here pretty soon.
Yeah.
And so he's like, okay. And this is right around where Dacky shows up.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, it's me again, the weird lizard Jedi guy. And he's like, oh, what's up, weird lizard Jedi guy? What's going on? And he kind of warns him about Maul and how dangerous he is and everything. And Lawson is still like really set on not involving the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
And the reasons are really piling up too when you consider that already he's probably in trouble for not calling them already, but I'm pretty sure that Lawson like knows this dude is a Jedi.
Yes. He mentions that later, actually.
Yeah, and so like that's another reason for him not, especially depending on how he feels about the Jedi. If he's not like one of the ones that was kind of led to believe that they like were evil and eating babies and shit.
Yeah.
This heartbreaking shot of Riley looking over
like
and his
Riley
dad's
scores
not
a goal
there.
and he looks over and his dad is gone. He's like,
oh no, my dad, I have a shit dad. So back on Maul Planet. Maul is like continuing to break Devin down a little bit, and he suggests that she could fulfill her destiny by killing him, and kind of frames the Jedi as like he's like, look, dude, the Jedi were all dumbasses.
Yes. And
look
where they are now. Yeah. Most of them are dead.
Yeah.
But you're not dead.
Right, you're not dead, and you need a teacher.
You know what? I'm not dead either.
Right. Yeah.
You know who could make you better at being not dead?
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah. And she's like, again, no, I need an adult. Please let me go.
I need an adult who is not red and horny.
Yeah. So Two Boots confirms that the Shadow Collective is targeting Pikes. Mm-hmm. They're like, yeah, Maul's group showed up and just started mowing them down. So I think there's a problem there. And he's like, I know I've said this once or twice or probably 10 or 11 times, but Lawson, we need to call the Empire. For the love of God.
Lawson's like, okay, I want you to look at me, Two Boots. I want you to listen very carefully. Fuck the Empire.
Yeah. So, is this where they...
Yeah, so Vario calls the Pikes, and he's like, hey, Mr. Pike Supreme Leader guy. Oh, hey, also Spybot is helping here. Mr. Pike Supreme Leader, I'm very sorry about the confusion and the disagreements here. I want to let you know that I'm going to bring you a great sum of money that will make up everything I owe you, and then a little extra for your trouble. Mm-hmm. Also, there's definitely no red horny guy here who is very angry and wants to kill you.
And don't ask, frankly. So yeah, I like this guy's fucking headdress, by the way.
I like the way he just kind of slumps on his throne, like he doesn't give a shit about anything.
Very fancy hat this man has. So let's see, where are we?
Law enforcement update.
Yeah, well, this is the chief, right?
Yes.
And I think Two Boots is kind of... Yes. So Two Boots gets assigned to desk duty, I think, right?
The chief is like, look, Two Boots completely fucked things up at the spaceport, so he's sitting at a desk. Yeah. Lawson, I need you to get this under control right the fuck now.
Yeah. And there's this really sad picture of them. Like, he's got like the picture on the desk.
Well, he got a cool picture, and then...
I love this shot. By the way,
Yeah,
this
so
fucking
Devin
this,
is
this
like
shot is so cool.
climbing up out of Maul's shadow pit.
Yeah, and
And
he's
then
like,
she sees the sunlight. She sees that she can get
she's
out.
like, oh, thank God, I'm almost out.
And then Maul's there.
Yeah, he's like, or you can look at my head horns.
Yes.
This show is full of cool shots like
Yes,
this.
absolutely.
So, this is where Maul's like, okay, so you want to fight so fucking bad?
Let's fucking fight.
Let's fight so fucking bad.
I
then.
love the way Maul conducts himself here. He keeps one
He's
hand
so
behind his
he's
back.
bored. It's
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
he's just doing the one-handed like fencing instructor stuff.
Yeah.
And like at various
little
points,
bit of Makashi style in there. Yeah.
At various points he like stops his lightsaber just short. Like he could have killed Devin like 4 or 5 different times and doesn't.
Yeah.
And like as this goes on, like Devin gets knocked down. She gets a little frustrated, a little angry. And like you can tell Maul's doing all this intentionally, trying to get her to tap into some of that sweet dark side juice.
So the crux of his argument here is like he's like, the Jedi are gone, you have literally no purpose. And you have a call to action now. Like you're being called to fight, and what are you gonna do about it? And also, like, this is about your survival, and you're throwing it all away. And she's like, you know what? Still, no. I need an adult. Can I please leave? And he's like, you know what?
There's also, this is a really cool shot. Like, so there's Devin there. Like, she gets Maul on the other side of the door. So there's, on the one side, there's the door out to the light. And on the other side, there's Maul just bathed in shadow. And like it's a very clever visual way just so that she has the choice between the light and the dark.
Yep.
And she chooses
the light.
she
chooses the light, even though you know that she's carrying more of what Maul has said to her out of the room than she probably would like. And I love this. I love this disappointment on his face. And I imagine from Maul's point of view, this is like he wants her to stay because he wants a student, but at the same time he doesn't want a student that would be forced to stay. Like he wants her to come to him willingly.
It has to be her choice,
right?
Or else she's going to resent him forever,
right? And so he's like, you know what?
Fine.
She leaves. Maybe she doesn't come back. It's probably for the best anyway. Yeah, he snatches that lightsaber. He's like,
I'm gonna need that.
You can't have that. I'm just realizing my notes for the second episode are not in my notes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We can just kind of make it happen. Yeah. So Vario is flying the ship out to meet the Pikes, and the Pikes are like, "Where's the fucking money, Vario?" And Vario's like, "I got it right here. Allow my droids to wheel it out for you."
Look at all this money.
And also, I'm very sorry for what's about to happen to you. And and the Pikes are like, "Wait, what?"
I can't stress this enough.
This was not my idea.
I'm so sorry.
I have no control over it.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Farewell.
And then a hooded Zabrak with a red lightsaber comes charging out of the ship and starts cutting everyone down.
This is like the one chance that Vario is going to have where Maul is so busy with everything.
Killing somebody who is not him that he like pulls out this blaster that he very cleverly hid away and stuns him, the Zabrak.
Which I can't remember. Is this not part of their plan?
I don't think it is.
Because Maul rolls with it anyway.
Well, I think Maul knew that this was going to happen because, as it turns out, when they drag the stunned Zabrak before the Pike Supreme Leader, the Pike Supreme Leader is like, "Fucking show me his face."
Yeah.
And then they show him his face, and he's like, "You idiots, that's
not
Maul."
Not Maul, yeah.
And then from the back of the room, who should come in but
the real Maul? Yeah. And he's like, "Surprise, motherfuckers."
Also, you know how Kylo Ren killed Snoke? Well, he got the idea from me.
Yeah.
Bye.
What a fucking poser that kid was. So yeah, he cuts the rest of these guys down.
Except for 3 guys. He's like, "Okay, you all work for me now.
Yeah. Don't
ever betray me or that's what's going to happen to you."
Yeah, these poor guys right here. He's like, "Okay, you're up." And they're like, "Great." So Devin reunites with Daki.
Yep.
And
it's very cute. And
yeah, it's. Do you think that Daki? Because you know that there has to be the seed of doubt that Maul has placed. Like his words are still with her. I'm wondering maybe if he senses early that maybe she's, because she, even before this, like in the last episode where she was willing to steal food, and he definitely was not, and so she's already kind of primed to go a little bit further than he would like, probably.
If you subscribe to the idea that masters and Padawans have a very close bond that like is through the Force and not necessarily just like a normal emotional student-teacher bond. I would think Daki would feel that something was off, but also he doesn't really bring it up.
Yeah, but they're also in survival mode as well.
Yes.
So like he's probably thinking, oh, there are other things.
Survival mode, and also we gotta do something about this goddamn former Sith on this goddamn planet.
Right. So back at police quarters HQ, they're still chasing leads.
Yes. In fact, they get a message from an Uncle Daki.
Right.
Who is like, hey,
yeah, I like how Lawson
this
like,
is where
wait,
Maul is.
yeah, Maul's gonna be in this place this time, and he's like, wait. She's like, who's Uncle Daki? And he's like,
doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I need every cop we have. Yeah. We need to go right here, right now.
And she's like, okay, but you know that eventually we're gonna have to call the fucking Empire.
Not if we can deal with this right now.
He's like, why does everyone keep saying that?
Also, Two Boots, why do you keep trying to call the Empire? Can I just convince you to take a nap, please?
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to go over to the Empire calling room and try to call the Empire. And he's like, or I'll just shut you off.
Yes.
You'll thank me for this later, kid. I'm so sorry. So Daki and Devin get there early because I think his whole plan is to put them together.
Yes.
Put everyone together and then come in and capture them all.
Yes.
Right. And I don't know what he plans to have happen after. He's going to turn him over to Lawson, maybe?
I think so.
And then promptly leave?
He would have to, because the Empire would hear that there were some fucking Jedi on Janix. And if they didn't, the Inquisitors might be dumb, but they're not that dumb. They're going to know that there's no way anyone could capture Maul who was not a Jedi.
Yeah, Force sensitive, So the cops show up. Here's Spy Droid.
Spybot.
Yeah, he's
Spybot, my beloved.
He's having a great time. And
he always is having a great time, I feel like.
So
Lawson gets in there. He's like, Vario, what the fuck are you doing here? Vario's like, okay, I understand I'm not the person you came here to see. However, let me give you this. Let me just set up this FaceTime pod so that you can talk to the man himself. Yeah. And Maul's like, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna kill you all now.
Yeah. Well, first of all, he sells him on. He tries to sell him on.
A truce.
Yeah, a truce. And he's like, look, you leave me to my to whatever I want to do.
Just let me do what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. And I'm not like, no one will get hurt. Like, I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna like go through and kill all the citizens here. I mean, there's gonna be. Don't get me wrong.
There will be a couple extra corpses.
Yeah, there will be illegal activity.
However, they won't be people that you care about.
Right. Yeah. And everything will be perfectly fine.
Yes.
And Lawson's like, yeah, that doesn't work for me.
No.
In fact, let me give you a counter plan, which is that I arrest you, you face justice, and I win and get everything I want. And Maul's like, okay, well, no.
Counter offer. You and everyone you brought with you die here.
Yeah. Also, did you see this guy with a minigun? He's here too.
Yeah.
So,
and of course, a fight breaks out.
I like how Daki kind of puts together that Maul must be close. And I'm not sure if it's because he sensed him or whatever. So he's like, oh, I bet if we go and find him, that'll.
Yeah, that'll cut the hat off the snake and all that.
Yeah, and someone's got this little camera that they're going after Maul with that he crushes with the Force. I can't remember who has this. It might be the cops, maybe.
This is Lawson, I think.
So Daki and Devin catch up with Maul, and they're like, okay, well,
are you gonna surrender now? And Maul's like,
no.
Why would I surrender? That's what you Jedi do.
Yeah. And Devin's like, okay, well, the two Jedi versus you, like, you can't possibly survive this. And he's like, girl,
Maul's like,
have you not heard?
I've been doing this since before you were born.
My very first fight with a Jedi was just like this.
Also, you have two lightsabers. I have two lightsabers.
I have two lightsabers.
So I'd say we're pretty evenly matched here.
Yep, and I don't have to use as many arms.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, this fight's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like this is really neat. I love the animation style that they're going for. It's different. Some of it is the same as we've seen in like Clone Wars and Rebels, but some of it's different. Like the lightsabers, for example, aren't super thin like in Rebels, because like Rebels, the lightsabers are supposed to look like Ralph McQuarrie's concept art. But the lightsaber animations themselves are different than we've seen in this animated style before.
Yeah, they leave like little streaks behind.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Also, when I go through and get screen caps for this, sometimes I'm just like, oh, I really like this one. I really like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maul's just fighting them.
Yeah, this is a good example of that lightsaber animation I was talking about. This, like, when you go frame by frame, the lightsaber looks like it's made of fire. Like it's really neat.
Yeah, you can also see very clearly the trail, like where the lightsaber was,
like the motion blur and everything. Yeah. So this ends up going into a 1v1.
Pretty much
with Maul and Daki, who, by the way, for an old lizard Jedi, does a pretty good job for himself. And I like how the Mandalorians show up and they're like, well, have some fire.
Yes. There's also a really cool shot in here where Lawson is like, okay, I gotta find Maul. Where's Maul? He looks up, sees the red and blue flashing lights like a fucking rave. He's like, well, that's where Maul is.
That's probably where they are. Yep. So at some point, Daki is able to he kicks Maul in like his prosthetic or in his his robo legs.
And Maul's like, argh!
He's like, don't kick that.
Don't kick my legs.
Those are brand new, fucker. So I can't remember exactly. I'm so when I watch this sometimes, like when stuff like this happens, I'm so enamored by the lightsaber fight.
Yeah.
That I kind of like forget. I can't. He doesn't mention Devin here, does he?
No. We forgot to mention at the end of the previous episode, when Devin runs away, he's like, "I'll need that lightsaber back." Devin.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he knows her. Yeah.
Yeah, she never said her name.
Right.
Anyway, he's about to go and do.
He's gonna cut Daki
perfect
down.
Things to Daki when Devin shows up. Is like,
hiya!
No!
And he's like, okay, well,
okay, you know.
Have you reconsidered?
If you ever do, just give me a call.
Yeah. So
Lawson
they're
gets
able.
There. He's like,
yeah, they're able to escape. I mean, Daki's pretty hurt. I mean, not like terribly hurt.
Well,
but
like Maul's the one who runs away here.
Yeah. Well, I think because he knows that. Well, something. I bet he starts feeling in the Force what's about to happen.
Maybe.
And so he's like, "Oh, I need to go."
So Lawson gets up there and is like, "Why didn't you fucking tell me you were a Jedi?" And Daki's like, "I would think it would be obvious."
Why do you think I wouldn't tell you? I'm a fucking idiot. So reinforcements come.
Mm-hmm.
The chief's here. She's got everybody. And
Spybot's like, ooh.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. The reinforcements show up and Spybot's like, ooh, we gotta go now.
Yep, time to go.
Starts spreading fog everywhere and they all run away.
Yeah. And so
Daki's like, okay, Devin, that went worse than I thought it was going to.
Hey, we really got our asses kicked, didn't we?
Better.
Yeah. Man, I hope the second one goes better because we didn't do great.
Yeah, no.
So Two Boots walks up to fucking Lawson.
Lawson's like, okay, Two Boots, I want to formally apologize for shutting you off. That was a dick move.
Yeah.
I feel really bad about it. I hope you'll forgive me.
Yeah.
Two Boots says, well, you know, it's funny you should say that, Captain, because this is kind of going to make us even for what I did. And Lawson's like, wait, what did you do? And before Two Boots can answer, a fucking Star Destroyer.
Yeah. So do you remember how you kept telling me not to call the Empire?
Well,
I called the Empire, and I'm so sorry.
with a neat little sting of just part of the Imperial March in there, which I like.
Just a little bit, nothing, you know.
So I think we've reached the part of the season where shit is going to get real.
True. What are we doing next?
Invincible, sure.
I should have had you read some comments while I was doing this. That would have
too late.
That would have been better. Well, I thought this is what Graham is for. Was he messaging me comments?
Oh, okay. Someone with a
Graham, you're supposed to message me comments to read, so I don't have to sit here and squint at my screen.
Yeah, okay.
Call me Fushi. I don't know. How y'all's day been? Pretty good, thanks. Oh, and you guys all fought about who was going to be a mod. Okay, waste of time. All right, moving on.
Anyway, Invincible. So This opens with a
this
flashback
yeah.
that's not immediately obvious.
Also, spoiler warning for this. So this episode was a banger. Like, and it's got a lot of stuff in it that if you're really invested in the story, it would be better to see it. So if you've not seen it yet, you don't want to get spoiled. Go and watch it because it was amazing. And you know what's funny is the episode before this, I thought I was like, that was pretty fucking good. Like, I don't know if they could get better than that, and they absolutely did.
They did.
Yeah. So we open up on one of the countless species that the Viltrumites have enslaved, and they've got them there building something.
They're mining something, I think, is the explanation they give later.
Yeah.
But you see this very obviously well coordinated and choreographed plan where these aliens are like passing this explosive device back and forth between a dozen of them, and they plant it and it blows up the thing. And Viltrumites are like, "Fuck, you weren't supposed to blow that up."
And I like how back on Viltrum, they're like, "Guys, the peasants are rising up on this planet," and they're like, "Oh, that will not do."
Yeah.
So
there's the one dude who's like, you know what would make this better if we just kill a bunch of peasants?
Yeah, we just killed all the peasants.
And then there's what's his name?
So there's Thaddeus. No, hold on.
Thaddeus, yeah.
So hold on. So we have Emperor Argyle.
Mm-hmm. He's the one in red.
To his right here is Krieg,
aka Freddie Mercury.
Right? Or is it Thrag?
Thrag.
Yeah.
Krieg.
Oh, Krieg's the guy with the eye, I think.
Okay.
Right. So he's the one that recommends mass killing the population.
Yes.
And Thaddeus, the guy who now is...
I think it's just Thaddeus.
You might be right.
Anyway, Thaddeus is like, okay, look. They're upset because we're kind of being dicks.
Yeah, we're being dicks.
Like, maybe if we chill out a little bit, they'll chill out, and then we can, like, be more cooperative and harmonious.
Mm.
And
it's that meme where they all look at him and throw him out the window.
Yeah. Emperor Argyle is like, okay, I've heard both your points of view. Thrag? Thrag, is that his name? Thrag, what do you think we should do? Thrag is like, we should fucking kill the peasants.
Yes. And Argyle's like, sold.
We will kill the peasants.
Yeah. In fact, kill 25% of them. It's a very Thanos thing. Kill 25% of them
to encourage the others.
Yeah, and then hopefully everyone else will fall in line. And so basically, we don't know much about Thrag yet, other than he and
he looks like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, and
he's in charge.
Yeah, and he's like the Emperor really likes him.
Yeah,
and he seems to have he has his ear and everything. So Argyle goes to sit in his big throne room. And Thaddeus is waiting there, and he's like, "Well, bitch, I'm gonna kill you."
Got a knife,
and he does. And then they have this real sad funeral, right? And Thrag is like, "All right, everyone, look at me now. I'm the Emperor, and this guy over here, fuck this guy," and he just kills him.
Fuck this guy in particular.
Yeah. Well,
also, I want all of you to look to your left, look to your right. One of those people is going to kill you, and you're going to kill one of those people. Have fun.
And they're like, "What? Well, hold on. Why are they going to kill me?" Exactly.
Because I said so.
Yeah. And the one guy, I like how he was like, he's like, "Are you ever going to betray me?" And he's like, No. He's like, well,
I don't believe you.
I don't think you're telling the truth. So I'm going to cut your head off.
What follows makes me wonder how there were even enough Viltrumites left to get killed by the Scourge virus.
I don't know. They're very moody.
Yeah.
Also, there was a lot of shit from this sequence that I could not have put into the slideshow. I don't want to get in trouble.
It gets messy.
So it turns out when you're like, oh, what do you know about the Viltrumite purge? You have to ask which one, because there's the virus, but before that they self-purged.
They just kind of killed each other for fun until Thrag was like, okay, you know what? I think we've done enough here. And Conquest is like, but maybe just one more. Thrag is like, no.
Yeah, enough.
No more.
Yeah. Because I think there for a second it looks like Conquest might
try.
Yeah, well, he thinks maybe he ought to be in charge. Yeah. And then Thrag gives him the look, and he's like, oh, shit, you do look just like Freddie Mercury. I will calm the fuck down, sir. I do like the I guess the first time there were Viltrumite piles of bodies everywhere. The Thrags establishes control.
Yes.
I guess the Viltrumites now are
He's like, okay,
they've culled the herd and
yes,
everything.
We have gotten rid of the weak ones, so now we're gonna go out and make that everyone else's problem.
Yeah. We are literally going to visit this upon the universe,
Yes.
and then we will return Viltrum to the
top of the heap.
Yeah, it'll be just like the Golden Days. So where are we in my notes here?
That's a good question.
That's good.
Okay. So
yeah.
now we're in the present.
Yeah.
Where they're like, okay, so Thrag is going back to Viltrum to get all of his buddies together. This is our best chance to kill him while they're all still separate.
Right. There are a couple of shots I put in here because it does appear that Mark and Oliver are both giving Nolan a little more leeway than I think that they expected to, and it's probably just because they've spent so much time with him at this point. A lot of time in the previous episode, a lot of time went by.
It was like 2 months or something,
right? And also most of that was spent with Nolan literally saving Mark and nursing him back to health and everything. So there are a couple of moments like this where 2 months ago, if Nolan had walked up to Mark and put his hand on his shoulder, this would not have been okay.
No.
So basically, they're like,
okay,
everyone pose for a hero shot.
Yes,
real quick.
We're gonna get everyone, load them onto a ship, and
we're gonna go take the fight to them. Mark
records a message for Eve, possibly the last one he'll have a chance to do, and he's like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna win. You're never gonna see this.
Why am I even doing this stupid thing? Yeah. I love this gag of Alan with his little alien bug snacks that Zoe is like, okay, that looks gross, but
also it has a face and it's wriggling.
Yeah.
I'm not eating that.
What do they bring up? What does he ask her about? Moo cows.
Moo cows, yes. And ask if you could have anything, any meal right now, what would you have?
Yeah. I also like how they're like, we don't call them moo cows because we're not 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
Also, our British friend Ben is in the chat, and I'm just now wondering, I wonder if that's just an American thing.
Probably.
And they probably don't, because they're probably not as dumb as we are.
Yeah,
who call them moo cows. And I do like at one point, she's like, give me one of those fucking things.
Yeah.
And she pops in there. She's like, okay,
actually,
granted,
you got a point.
That is really good.
Also, when they're going around talking about, like,
I love this with Battle Beast.
What meal do you want? Battle Beast is like, my meal will be my own blood as I choke on it as I finally succumb to a superior foe.
Yeah, and everyone's like, gets really quiet.
You just chill, like just a little bit.
Oh, that is fucking hilarious.
And
so
also,
this is happening, right?
Yes.
Look, as I said on Facebook earlier, she's no lobster, but he could do a lot worse.
I feel like Oliver may be reconsidering his lobster position,
or maybe he's not reconsidering. He's just realizing that he also
contains multitudes.
Yeah, he's like, I could go for a human chick, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Also, with the armor, she could probably resemble a lobster.
Turn into a lobster. Oh God. Oh, we should not have uttered that on the internet because there will be art now. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so Thetis and Nolan are talking, and Thetis is like, so you know that if we're gonna win this war, we gotta actually kill all the Viltrumites, right? And Nolan's like, my kids are Viltrumites,
at least half,
and they didn't do anything wrong here.
Yeah.
So maybe just chill on the auto genocide.
Yeah, maybe we explore other options first. Yeah. This is another here before the battle here. Oliver hugs his dad, which is really sweet. And I think that maybe we talked about the last episode how Nolan I think was probably deep down. I think he's probably sorry. Obviously sorry about everything he did, but deep down was looking for some kind of reprieve from one of the people that he cared about on Earth, and him not getting that. And I wonder maybe if this closeness he's developing with Mark and Oliver kind of, takes that place,
maybe
a little bit. It's probably like Don't get me wrong. What Nolan did is probably about the worst possible thing you can imagine one person doing.
Yeah.
It's very complex. It is so obviously wrong and disgusting, but he is a flawed, just a dude. Like, I know Viltrumites are, they're super powerful and crazy and everything, but like they're just dudes. They're just really strong dudes, So he was also, that society is obviously so brainwashed with their obsession with strength and everything that it doesn't make what he did okay, and he should still face justice for it and like pay the price for it. But
that's kind of what he's doing here. He's trying to atone.
He's trying to make it better, yeah. I guess I found myself feeling kind of good for Nolan that he's at least got this, where his son gives him a hug and isn't immediately repulsed. I like that for him, I guess. So yeah, they get out of the ship.
I love this little gag where Oliver's like, Thetis, like, he's not coming with us. Like, he's
an old guy. He's old.
Takes off his toga. Like, he's fucking jacked.
Oh,
you
damn.
know what? Okay, you can come with us.
The old guy over here can get it.
Yeah. So they go flying through the ring of dead Viltrumites to conceal their approach.
Yeah, but they find that they did not beat Thrag here.
On the contrary, Thrag is waiting for
them. And his buddies are here.
Yes.
There's they're
all here.
Yeah,
the gang's all here.
The one chick with the razor hair and this guy.
And of course, a fight breaks out.
Yeah. And I think at first,
so the thing that Nolan has been impressing on everyone is that you do not take on Thrag.
Fuck with Thrag, yeah,
because he is stronger than any of them individually. He might be stronger than all of them collectively.
Yeah, which he was bred to be that way.
Bred and trained, especially. Yes.
So I like how Nolan immediately was like, you know what, I can take him.
I can take him.
Yeah. And then misses.
No, he doesn't miss. Thrag moves like just 3 inches out of the way to make it miss.
Just imperceptibly. Yes. Just moves just a hair, yeah. And then I love how he punches Nolan into orbit.
Out of orbit.
No.
Because they're in orbit.
Or he punches them into the atmosphere.
Yes.
And will, just a few minutes after this, punch him back into orbit, right? And he hits Nolan so fucking hard that it creates this huge, mushroom
big
cloud,
crater, big all
that.
So it is kind of a gray and depressing day in Viltrum City.
I just put this in because it's like, look at that had to have hurt. So.
Yes, just a little bit.
Yeah.
So Thrag comes down. It's like, hey,
Thrag comes down just to make sure he's still alive.
Nolan, let's chat.
Yeah, let's have a talk. Maybe we can avoid all this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the battle rages in orbit over the planet.
And they're finding that, their weapons are actually doing some work here. Scooter guy is able to shoot some guys.
What's her name has the little darts.
Yep, the darts that allow Alan to one-shot the Viltrumites.
Yeah, Space Racer comes in with a bunch of those lizard things.
Yes.
And just starts chucking them at him and shit.
It's like the opposite of Santa's sleigh.
Yeah.
Except then he releases the reindeer and they start eating Viltrumites.
Which those things do pretty well in space too, as it turns out.
So Thrag is like, okay, look, you're a Viltrumite, I'm a Viltrumite, we're all Viltrumites here. Let's be real. We can win this war. Like, we can take over the entire galaxy. You just gotta help me out here. Do me a solid. And Nolan's like,
pass.
I need you to realize that we have already lost. There are like 40 some odd
fewer,
of us
40
left
or fewer
in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Like, there are not enough of us to sustain this shit long term.
Yeah. Also, do you know nothing about population genetics? Like, with fewer than 40 people, unless we were to go and impregnate an entire race, and Thrag's like, tell me more.
I'm listening.
I'm listening. But he's basically like, dude, the war's over. You lost. Just give it the fuck up. And I don't think that he says this, but that at some point he weighs saying, it could end this way, or it could end Thetis' way, which is way worse for everybody. So
I want to put my writer hat on for just a second. I think what I would have had Nolan say here, in between one of Thrag's proclamations about how Viltrumites are the strongest, and he's the strongest Viltrumite of all, and all that, I would have had Nolan say, "You are a slave to a ghost."
Yeah.
Like you
You carry his skull around. You weird man.
Yes. This isn't even your dream. This is what you think the Emperor wanted. And you think you're strong? I think that makes you the weakest person I know.
Yeah. That's pretty good. And I imagine this would have ended either way with
it would have ended up the same way.
Yeah, with Thrag being like, I'm gonna wind up so hard it creates a little typhoon.
It creates a vacuum
and it pulls him in.
And then I punch you into orbit.
And he's like, you're going back into space, bitch.
Which, credit to Nolan's jaw for not immediately pulverizing.
He goes back up into space.
I love the little details they do. Like, all the other Viltrumites look basically the same when they're flying around and punching things, right? They add a little extra to Thrag just to really hammer home that he is beyond all of them.
He's so solid and dense, and
not only that, like when he flies, he leaves like little after images or traces. When he did that punch, like none of the other Viltrumites create that sort of vacuum when they punch.
So Oliver has decided he's like, you know what? I'm tired of this Thrag problem. I think I'll take care of this myself. And
Thrag is like, all right, fucking show me.
And what he does, we can't show.
No.
But you can tell from Mark's expression.
Mark is not happy.
It's really bad.
Yes.
I think he like breaks both of his arms, and
he disconnects one of the arms.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, he cuts one of his arms off and then removes his entire jaw. And I really thought, because remember, I've not read the source material or anything.
I thought Oliver was dead.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, this dude is like, I don't know how you come back from that.
Not only incredibly strong, but also a really big dick.
Wait, Thrag?
Yeah.
Hold on, you're saying he is a dick or he has a big dick?
He is.
Okay. I don't know why I thought. I don't know why.
Because you're you.
I just don't know why you were like. I was thinking, is that like canonically true or?
I am not in a position to say.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mark is like, you know what? Let's do this. Like, I'm a lot stronger than him.
So, I forgot the image order is a little messed up here, and for some reason, what comes next are the last 3 or 4 images of this slideshow for some reason. Okay. But this is so fucking cool.
Yes. Where
Mark comes in.
He goes to punch Thrag.
Yeah.
And Thrag just kind of leans his head into it.
Yeah. And it's a really neat shot, a blink and you miss it, where just a couple of frames are a couple of different still images of like it's Thrag, and then it's like a demon face, and then like a black and white like version of his face. It is so cool. And it's obviously has no effect, right? And Mark's like, son of a bitch. And this is not an in between frames thing. This is Mark's vision of Thrag after he gets hit back.
Yes.
And so I also love how he just picks him up and he's like, I'm just gonna backslap you, right?
And Nolan's like, okay,
everybody form up,
guys,
pose for a picture.
I got a plan. Follow me.
Yeah. And
Space Racer, fucking get out in front.
Yeah. And so this is Mark seeing Oliver, I think. And Nolan being like, nope, you gotta stay here. You gotta stay with us.
Or else, like, because some Viltrumites grab Zoe and Alan, and he's like, well, we gotta go help him. Nolan's like, nope, keep coming with me.
Yeah.
Follow me. And he's like, okay,
hold on,
we're gonna fly straight to the planet. Space Racer, I need you to shoot at the planet.
Yeah. So he pulls out ahead, and then
we're going that way.
Yeah. And so Thrag realizes.
Thrag is like, oh shit!
Yeah, I think he realized he's like just a little too late, just a second too late. He's like, oh my god!
Fucking everybody, stop that!
Yeah,
right now.
So Space Racer shoots the gun, and then fucks off.
Yes, peels out.
He just gets out of the way, and this sequence is so cool.
Yes,
because the rest of them. What is this from?
I don't know. That might be out of.
I don't know what that's from.
Anyway. The rest of them all get pulled away, so it's just the 3.
So like Alan and the
Zoe
girl, yeah.
I think is Battleby still alive at this point?
Well, I think he got his oxygen tank got fucked with or something, and then he's probably still out eating Viltrumites or something.
Zoe. No, I'm thinking of someone else. Anyway,
yeah, they all get picked off, and it's down to the 3 of them.
So they follow the blast into the planet.
Yeah.
That make this giant fireball as they come in.
It is so cool. This is so like.
I don't think any of this makes scientific sense.
It doesn't matter.
But it's so fucking cool.
Doesn't matter. I love the shot of like the fireball goes from red to blue because that's how much hotter it gets. And so he's like, no, but seriously, we need to like all pack in here. And he grabs him and he pulls him closer. And Thrag is flying faster than any motherfucker's ever flown before in his in their lives, right? But he's still
just too late.
Yeah, just a little too late. And they fly straight into the motherfucking core of the planet.
And through to the other side.
Yeah. Creating this amazing visual. Thrag gets blown back because he didn't get there, in time. I love the reaction shot where they're like, "Oh shit, what just happened?"
Oh my god!
And so they are flying through like the mantle of the planet. And there's a shot here of all the rocks and everything. They start chipping away at Mark's goggles.
Yep.
And they're just following this indestructible beam of energy straight into the core. And this planet,
out to the other side.
Just like there's one point their clothes just start melting away.
Yeah.
And it's
Emperor, what's his name, skull gets crushed by the collapsing palace.
Yeah. And this entire planet just gets
blows
so
the fuck
fucked.
up.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And this is another one of those moments where like the slideshow isn't doing it justice. Like this looks so cool.
It is probably the coolest thing I've ever seen on this show.
Yeah. So this is Mark just kind of stunned and floating around, I think. Which, by the way, I don't know if you remember what was the Marvel What If series. Carol Danvers does something similar with Ultron, where she punches him so hard into this planet core and everything. It ends differently, but it's kind of what it reminded me of. So what is Mark looking so distraught about?
Like, wait a minute. We blew up a planet.
Yeah.
Are we the baddies?
Yeah. And Nolan's like, yes, probably. I don't know. Always were.
Nolan's like, okay, look. The war's fucking over. The planet is gone. Can you all just fucking chill?
Yeah. And Thetis is like, I'm 900 years old and I still have abs.
Thrag. Oh, yeah. Here's the albino Viltrumite for some reason.
Yeah. Also, I love how, here in a second, so all of these different reaction shots of all the Viltrumites after having seen their planet blown up, they're so shell shocked and not sure what to do. And there's at one point here, Mark screams at Thrag and says that he killed Conquest and that you would kill him too. Yep. And what's her name? The hot one.
Anissa?
Yeah. Like looks at him like, oh, you killed Conquest? Ooh. Let's make babies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thrag is so pissed.
Yes.
And so enraged that he just runs up, grabs Thetis, rips his head off, and he's
pulls his head off.
I don't know why he didn't do that sooner. Honestly, I'm kind of regretting it.
Yes. It's like, okay.
Also, then we have a spot where now we see everyone else's reactions of their, like, the leader of their resistance just getting his head plopped off like a fucking daisy.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah. And then he goes after Nolan.
Okay. You know what? With Thetis, I let my anger get the best of me. I wasn't able to enjoy that as much as I wanted to. I'm not going to make that mistake here. So, he starts beating the crap out of Nolan.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just going to beat you to death, I think. This is Viltrumite, I think, is coming after Space Racer. And he's like, no, sir. No, sir, you die now.
Now you have a hole in all of you.
Oh, look at you. I love this sequence. This is Mark trying hard to get away from Thrag.
First, he's chasing after Thrag because he has to save his dad.
Right.
And then Thrag decides to come after him. Mark's like, oh, shit.
And he just keeps gaining.
Yeah.
And, like, it's, I can't remember the last time we've seen Mark look this terrified. And it is, it's one of those moments. It's scary.
So, at the end of all this, Thetis is dead.
Also, they never miss an opportunity to show Mark's ass off. Have you ever noticed that?
Actually, yes. Yeah.
You have noticed that?
I have.
Yeah,
noticed that,
I think it's extraordinarily obvious.
So at the end of this, like, Thetis is dead. Nolan is disemboweled.
Oh yeah.
And well,
Nolan comes in to save him.
They're still
right?
fighting here. I guess.
Yeah, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna reach into your insides.
Yeah. And Mark almost has his head crushed and his, like, his thumbs going in through Mark's skull.
Eyes, yeah.
And then Thrag stops and he says, there's so few of us left.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, because he looks past Mark to see the destroyed planet, and I think he realizes, that maybe if Viltrum is ever going to make a resurgence, or the Viltrumites are ever going to make a resurgence,
we gotta stop killing each other.
They have to that maybe this isn't the right the right way to go. So Mark and company are rescued by the ship.
And everyone's like, "Oh shit!
Did our president just die? Oh no!" So fast forward a little bit. Alan's like,
2
"Hey,
weeks, I think."
Yeah.
Alan's like, "Hey, I'm in charge, by the way."
Yeah, I'm the new Thetis.
At least until my broken arm heals.
Yeah. So Mark is all right. He's been out for a while.
Yes.
And it turns out that Oliver is still alive. And he's in a bacta tank.
Them Viltrum boys are tough.
Yeah. I was about to say, I really thought Oliver was cooked. But yeah. And
Nolan apparently woke up one day before Mark.
Yeah.
So
and he's all right too.
Yeah.
And these are the shots where he goes to punch Craig. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's so metal. Oh my god.
Oh man.
I really like this shot just because of the black and white.
Yeah,
I think it's really cool.
good.
Yeah.
So they have a little war council. Alan's like, yeah, they put me in charge, so like, but the Viltrumites have all disappeared, which is a good thing, maybe. And then it comes to Mark all of a sudden. Oh my god, they went to Earth.
Yeah, and so that's where they have to go,
and that's where next week is going.
We're gonna try to get through the rest of these because I don't want to be here like all night.
Slightly faster.
Yeah. So we are. Let me get this queued up real quick.
Is this the Boys?
Yes, this is the Boys,
okay.
episode 3. So if you've not seen it, go and check it out, and then come back and tell us what you thought. And then Ben said just cows here, which is good to know.
Yeah.
His hairline blocked Mark's punch. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we open up in a apparently CIA black site in Russia, and
where some Russian soldiers are coming in to investigate, and things go very poorly for them.
Yeah, things start going very, very badly, and Russian soldiers start getting picked apart and torn in half. I love the shot of whoever it is tearing the person in half with the muzzle flash and everything. And it turns out it's Ryan. Ryan's there, and he decided there will be no witnesses.
Yes.
And yeah, I love this little propaganda thing. There's like, it's Soldier Boy with Nixon and with Reagan, and then Putin's in there too.
Yeah.
And I love the Deep just looking like such a fucking like this dude is trying
such a tool.
Yeah, I imagine the Deep must really be into like looks maxing, right?
Absolutely.
And like, we know that he like does the red light therapy on his like anus or whatever. Yes. So, Soldier Boy is now officially a part of the 7. Though I did.
It's very telling that at the ceremony that's supposed to be about announcing Soldier Boy as part of the 7, Homelander gets a little insecure and grabs the mic and is like, by the way,
you couldn't let him have the limelight. Yeah. And you also notice that the promotional material, they put the little video of them all standing there or whatever. He made sure that Soldier Boy was behind him and he was the one out in front.
Yeah.
There
Trump
is no
parallels
room.
Do not stop.
Yeah, there is no room in the Homelander show for anyone else. Yeah. So everyone kind of makes a startling discovery. First of all, Soldier Boy is still alive, and how? And it turns out that Soldier Boy had a different version of the V compound.
He had V1, which makes him immune to Samir's virus.
And I love the way that both groups figure it out. And they're like
parallel.
Yeah, they're like working it out and everything. And so basically, Homelander's like, great, I would like some. Yeah, yes. Can I have some, please? And then I think
and everyone's like, well, there isn't any.
Yeah,
because it was the very first formula and it was very unstable.
And then I think the guy on Huey's team, the scientist guy, they're gonna try to make They're trying to figure out where they could find V so they can get there first, I think.
They're trying to find the V1 so that they can either destroy it or use it themselves.
Yes. Also, I love the Frenchie Kamiko thing. They're so perfect for each other. They all go off to check out Edgar.
Yeah.
Who is still hanging out.
And this shows Zoe is like, what if I ate you with my mouth tentacles?
Yeah, mouth tentacles. Ooh.
And Giancarlo Esposito says, now, there's no need for that.
Everybody calm down. Also, I like how they lampshade. They're like, hey, is Maria going to be here? And he's like, no. No, sir, she's busy.
Yeah.
We couldn't get that actor for this episode.
So they go down into Stan's secret basement.
Yeah.
Where they meet Maverick.
Yeah, we meet Maverick, who is the son. Which, by the way, when I was watching the episode when the previously on, starts at the beginning. They go back to
why is translucent?
Yeah,
here?
it's like, why are we revisiting this moment? And this is why.
Yes.
So his son Maverick is hanging out. He's wanting to help Stan because Homelander killed his father, and he wants to try to kill.
And Huey's
Homelander.
like, yes.
Oh, that's
Homelander.
Yeah, Homelander killed him. That
definitely.
Yeah. I didn't shove explosives into his
Certainly
ass
not.
and then explode him. I do love this. Like he was like, oh no.
Yeah. So like Huey's trying to bond with Zoe and be like, yeah, it sucks that your mom died. My dad died. It's really bad.
Yeah.
And Zoe's like, can you just fuck off?
Yeah. What is this shot of Homelander? I can't remember.
He's having a panic attack.
Oh, right, because there have been a couple of times where he has a hallucination,
yeah.
right? And then he has the big hallucination.
And he has a vision of Mrs. What's her name?
Yeah,
who shows up and says,
from season 1.
Yeah, look, you're going to become an immortal god and rule all of mankind. Now look at my tits.
Yeah. How about some titty milk? TikTok's like, what? What are you guys talking about? So Zoe sneaks out to go hang out with Ryan.
Oh, they're so cute.
It is cute, and I also like how she texted him, and he's he almost immediately then he's like, yeah, I just came from Russia. Isn't that kind of cool?
Yeah.
And then after Zoe leaves,
yeah.
So Zoe's
like, I want to kill Billy Butcher, and Ryan's like, I'm not sure that's good. She's like, fuck you, and goes away.
And then
turns around, show up, but fucking Billy Butcher.
Yeah, and
he's like, okay, let's talk. Like, I know you hate me and all.
This kid's grown up quite a lot, by the way. Wasn't he like 10 years old last year?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. What's their deal? I think.
So I want to kill Homelander, and you can help me.
Yeah.
So let's talk.
Yeah. Oh my god, this shot of Homelander.
This entire scene is so off-putting.
It's so really weird.
So Homelander summons Soldier Boy to come to a meeting where Homelander is having a bath in titty milk.
Yeah, and I like, just as a power move, he stands up and just shows him his junk, and Soldier Boy is, because Soldier Boy has to be some brand of homophobic at all times. Is he can't handle seeing another dick, because it might turn him gay.
Although he does comment on Homelander's gray pubes.
Yeah, that's true. I just Anthony Starr makes he's so good at this. This actor is so good. This is this conversation
with Translucent, and at one point Starlight pulls him aside. Is like, Huey, can you just fucking not? Like, you're not going to make this better.
Yeah, just stop trying. Also, you're being weird, and everyone he can pick up on it. So Billy takes Ryan out to the bar, gives him his first beer, by the way. And then
first he says, okay, look, here's what I want you to do. This vial has the virus in it. I want you to throw it in Homelander's face.
Get close enough, throw it in his face, yeah.
You'll both die, but you'll save the world.
Yeah.
Also, I'll be right there, so I'll die right after.
Yeah, and we'll die together. I mean, wouldn't that be kind of beautiful? And Ryan doesn't reject it out of hand.
Yes.
I think he's
and Billy's like, you know what? You clearly need time to think. Let me go get a pint.
Yeah. So the Deep and Black Noir are off somewhere, and of course they're in a fucking Cybertruck.
This is not something that I might have thought of myself, but seeing it makes perfect sense. Of course the Deep drives a Cybertruck.
Yeah, of course.
What other car would he drive?
I love this. They ask, I can't remember what this character's name is, but
Cindy?
Maybe. But they ask them what their deal is, and they talk, it's this whole thing about being raised by geese or something, and it's so weird.
Fairyland, something.
And it just keeps getting more and more involved, and by the end of it, I'm sitting there like, so
shit. What if that's true?
Are you lying or not? Because I really cannot tell.
Yeah, this is really detailed backstory. And they drive past, and Frenchie's like, fucking Cybertruck.
Yeah, Cybertrucks. What a dick. So this is they're trying to figure out how to escape the imminent plague, right?
Yes.
And so Frenchie knows of this island that he wants to take her to,
Yeah.
and they can just hide out there, and
Well, she also asks, like, if there wasn't any war, like, what would you want to do? And French is like, we could go all around the world. Like, we could go clubbing in Berlin and then go to Buenos Aires and just all around the world. And Kimiko's like, yeah, but is that what you want for your children?
How are we going to raise it? Yeah.
No, that's why I'm not having any children.
How are we going to raise our children?
I had to fucking pause it and say, Frenchie, you dumbass.
Yeah, you got to read the room, brother.
Because Kimiko has this plan to have this, beautiful
she wants
house
3 kids.
and 3 beautiful children, and
2 girls and 1 boy, I think, right? Or is it 2? Yeah,
2 girls, 1 boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Billy gives an underage kid beer
after slipping a tracking device into his coat.
Yeah, which, to be fair, I mean, if you're asking the kid to sacrifice himself for the greater good,
there is a school of thought that if you're old enough to die for your country, you're old enough to drink.
So back at
but Ryan says yes.
I'll do it. Yes, motherfucker, I'm in. So back at Fort Edgar, the Deep and Noir show up, and this other person, but they don't have a lot to worry about because the door is like so heavy duty that they're never going to get in.
So somewhere in the middle of all this, Stan Edgar had pulled out all his old files and they were going through it, and
because they're trying to figure out where they can
V1, and I think they had figured out that there's someplace called Fort Harmony that they needed to find.
Yeah. Kimiko and Frenchie show up at their lab, and it turns out that Zoe
snuck in.
It's snuck into the van, and she finds her father. It's really emotional.
It's a beautiful reunion, and they compare notes. And Samir's like, fuck this, I'm destroying the virus and leaving.
Yeah.
And Frenchie's like, actually, I don't think you should leave.
Yeah.
And Kimiko is like, actually, I think they should.
Yeah, I like how Kimiko's the one like, you know what? Just let him go, dude.
Yeah.
I like this talk between Mother's Milk and Edgar that basically turns into Edgar being like, well, that's capitalism, and Mother's Milk being like, that's why I got to kill you. And it's like, I'm on your side. You're my friend.
I think Stan Edgar doesn't believe him, or doesn't believe that it's possible for MM to get at him.
Because he's got so much money.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So Soldier Boy is about to go on fucking
Fox and Friends.
Firecrackers, Fox and Friends.
Yeah.
And they compare guns, and it ends with them fucking.
Yep. Which it turns out that Soldier Boy was doing it to piss Homelander off, but then he realized that Homelander
doesn't care.
Yeah, and hasn't had sex with her, and so he's like, oh, that's
shit.
Maybe he is gay. I don't know. What is this?
But Firecracker's like, but you know who Homelander genuinely does love? You.
Yeah.
Like he looks at you like he looks at nobody else.
Yeah. And of
Soldier
course,
Boy's like, shit, maybe he is gay.
Gay. Billy takes Ryan back to his apartment, and they
back to the school, and
they
hang out with Tara a little bit, and then he realizes, wait a minute, there's no virus. Shit. Ryan's like, well, wait, can't we just like fight Homelander? And Billy's like, you fucking idiot. Yeah. Of course we can't just fight Homelander. Yeah. That's why we had the virus.
Yeah. All that shit about you being strong enough, just saying that to kind of get you pumped up for it and everything. Yep. It like, without the virus, you're gonna get killed.
Yes. So Noir is patrolling by the escape hatch, so they can't go out that way.
So their plan is to get Maverick out there because he's invisible. And I like they set this joke up with Maverick just using a ton of like Axe body spray.
Yeah.
But he takes out a halothane grenade. And sneaks it past because he's gonna go knock out the Deep and the dog guy.
Dog knot.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like saying that. But of course the dog guy smells his Axe body spray and is like, "Bitch, please." And then like this smug son of a bitch has to, every
he was like, "Hey, Maverick, what's going on? Oh, Homelander didn't kill your dad. It was some guy named Howard,
Huey."
Something like
that.
Yeah,
it was Huey's crew, and Maverick's like, son of a bitch. I will let you in. He punches in the code, and the door opens, and everyone's like, oh, shit.
Stan leads the way to the escape hatch, and he goes in and locks it behind him.
Yep.
Shuts down all the power so Starlight can't blast through, but then he gets Black Noir.
Yeah, the Black Noir grabs him, puts him in the car, in the Cybertruck. Noir gets in the Cybertruck.
Deep tosses the halothane grenade in there.
Yep.
And then dumps Deep out and is like, sorry, playa. Hate the game.
Yep. So this is because he wanted to curry favor.
He wants the sole credit for this.
I was really hoping that he would have pulled Black Noir's mask up, because I don't think that that's the guy he thinks it is. I think that might be Black Noir.
Maybe.
Because all of a sudden he's not talking, and they've brought attention to it like 2 or 3 times now that he's acting kind of weird. So, yeah.
I don't know.
So anyway, he peels off.
He drives off.
Yeah. There's an invisible fight between Huey and Maverick, and they beat one another with golf clubs.
It ends with Sydney,
whoever that is,
walking in and exploding Maverick.
Yeah.
And then Starlight coming in and snapping their neck.
Yeah, and then really thinking that was Huey at first, and then turns out it wasn't, so she's really glad. So Ryan confronts Homelander. Yep. And it doesn't go well.
It does not.
Yeah. So he more or less confirms Homelander tacitly confirms that he assaulted his mother, and that's how he was born.
Yeah.
That there was not an affair, that it was forced upon her, and that pisses Ryan off quite a lot. And they have a little fight, but Ryan really is no match for Homelander.
As soon as Homelander gets serious, it immediately goes poorly for him.
And this is kind of hard to watch. He just beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And really not showing a ton of emotion while doing it either. So Andy's like, look, I thought that was you earlier that got exploded. It's freaking me out. This is way easier when you weren't here for me to be worried about. So fuck off.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, and she flies away.
Things are not going so well for the boys because they no longer have a virus.
Right. Things are falling apart.
Homelander is searching. Well, has Stan Edgar, so he's going to very quickly find leads to V1, which will make him immune and also immortal. And
oh, this is really weird how he just kind of caresses his face.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, you're back.
You're what's going to fulfill the prophecy and make me immortal.
Yeah. And Edgar's like, great. Just fucking great. I thought this was, like, obviously Ryan is pretty badly hurt. But what a great performance by
Carl Urban.
Yeah, Carl Urban, where he, like, you can tell that
with no dialogue either.
Yeah, right. He comes in, he kind of like caresses his face, and you can tell that he loves him. And you know, this is the father that he should have had, and it's really heartbreaking. And I assume that when they wake up, Ryan will kind of be on their side, and you know, be ready to go.
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What's that?
Now we got one more. We can get through it.
One more. Lightning round.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, this episode of Daredevil was like pretty solid, but not a ton happens until the end.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of flashbacks and character development.
Yeah, we learn a little bit about the British guy.
Spoilers for Daredevil.
Cool. Yeah.
Previously, Mrs. Fisk got a shard of glass into her brain.
Yeah, which I'm told that's
is not great for your health.
Not conducive to life.
No. So
he, like, Fisk freaks out.
Yes, understandably.
Yeah.
But they shuffle him out of the emergency room.
Gandolfini Jr. here is having a little freak out of his own.
Trying to deal with the press, no commenting everything.
Yeah. So Vanessa's in pretty bad shape. They're gonna have to
do surgery.
Yeah, at one point he meets a neurologist.
Yep.
The entire time Daredevil is trying to pull fucking Bullseye. Like, he's trying to get him to escape without getting caught by ice. And like Bullseye
is not helping at all. He's just like
he's being such a shit.
Just leave me here, dude.
He's like making himself really heavy. He's like, no. So Gandolfini Jr. here gets a text from BB, who's like, hey, meet me by the soda machine. And
BB's like, okay, I'm really sorry all that happened to you, but is she alive? And Gandolfini Jr. is like, You are the least sensitive friend I could have possibly had.
Fucking reporters, man. Yeah. Oh, they do embrace it. It's kind of sweet. And then he tells her
she's in critical condition, which of course immediately gets out to the press.
Yeah. So this is the neurologist.
Yep.
He's like, we're gonna operate.
And then we get a flashback of how Vanessa and Fisk
was this like deep fake?
It looks a little weird. I'm not sure.
Or did they just find an actor that looks it? It's hard to tell nowadays, isn't it?
I don't think it's another actor. I think it's her.
Yeah, it's because she does not look like this.
It might just be makeup. I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway, so she works at an art gallery, and she's like, "Hey, this big canvas that's just white paint. We should definitely hang that up."
Who knows who it will attract? And then the person she's working for is like, "No, fuck you.
Yeah,
you don't know anything about art, girl. You'll never make money in this business." So this is Daredevil just dragging Bullseye.
And we get a flashback to a case that
Foggy and Matt
were working together.
Which is basically a kid from Foggy's past who got involved with the wrong people.
Got involved with Kingpin's people.
Yeah, and
was running drugs for them. And he's like, "Look,
now he's in trouble.
If I go to prison,
they're going to kill me to shut me
instantly.
Up.
So I'm not signing any plea deals. Fucking defend me."
So Kingpin's trying to figure out how to solve this problem too, and his guy here
Wesley.
is like, "Well, actually, I know a guy.
I know a British guy who can
take care of this for us." So Vanessa has her surgery. So I love how Foggy and Matt both have a boss who's just like the worst.
Yeah, he's like,
this
"Dude,
fucking
you just
guy.
had to get him to fucking sign the paper, but you couldn't. So you guys are gonna work all weekend,
Xeroxing everything in this box,
getting all this ready for the public defender's office. Have fun."
They discover a big problem with the search warrant, which is it was not valid, and this is their ticket out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Foggy's like, fucking. They discuss the morality of this because their client is not a great guy.
Yeah, obviously, like, did some bad things.
But Foggy's still like,
but
the law's the law.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
This is his way to at least live.
Yeah. So the news about Vanessa's condition leaks, and
Buck is like, Gandolfini Jr. Let's get a hot dog.
Let's go get a hot dog. Let's go on a little drive.
So Vanessa's surgery's over, and she's
tripping fucking balls during her recovery.
On the outside, she appears to be healing. On the inside, she's
going through her whole life.
Is reliving how they met again.
Yeah. So Buck takes him all the way to Albany, and then they stop at the store.
So
and
the hardware store, he gets this saw.
He gets a reciprocating saw and a fucking shovel, and Gandolfini's like, "Oh no,
fuck!"
This flashback of Buck with long hair gets hired to take care of this problem for Kingpin.
So he gets out of prison and goes home.
Yeah, Daredevil is still trying to drag fucking Bullseye through the streets.
So Foggy shows up to his old childhood acquaintance's apartment. Is like, "Look, just fucking take this money, get out of here. Don't do any more crimes."
Yeah. And it ended up being money that they were going to use to like start their
law firm. Yeah.
So they get to the church,
and the priest is like, "Okay, look,
guys,
this is a house of God. We will always extend shelter to everyone. However, ICE is looking for you, so you should probably hide in that closet over there."
Right. And so ICE shows up, and they're like, "Hey, are there any superheroes here?" And he's like, "Shit, I don't think so. I hope not."
He's like, "Okay, well, we don't need a search warrant. Open the fucking door."
Yeah, open the door. And so they hide away, and then
Bullseye's like, "Fucking get out of here, let me die."
And
Matt
I love this little conversation where they like Matt pretty much, even though Foggy like gave their money away to start their law firm, he's like, you did probably the right thing.
Good.
Yeah.
So in present day, Matt goes back and grabs Bullseye and they escape. So they get to Buck and Gandolfini Jr. get to the middle of the woods, right?
Out in the middle of, apparently Albany.
Gandolfini is absolutely certain Buck's about to kill him.
Oh yeah. So back in time, Buck shows up to this guy's place to do him in, but he's not there. Yeah, he's vanished. So Buck's like, okay, and so this whole time Gandolfini's like, "Bro, you don't have to do this. Like, I thought we were buds. I have a family, I have a wife and kids." And he's like, "No, you don't. I know you don't." And he's like, "Okay,
Buck's like, okay, look,
I'm too young to die.
We work for a man who can make your dreams come true. All you have to do is give him loyalty." And Gandolfini Jr. is like, "I have been loyal."
That sounds pretty Trump.
Okay, all I need you to do is make a simple choice: saw or shovel.
Yeah, and he opens the trunk, and I think this is the first mate.
The first mate.
Yeah. And Gandolfini's like, Shovel?
I would pick Shovel personally.
Thank the Lord. So yeah, Bullseye more or less convinces Daredevil to leave, right?
But then Daredevil comes back because he remembers how Foggy was really good to me.
Yeah. And then he comes back for him, and then he drags him to Karen's, and he's like, Karen, look, I found a Bullseye. Can we keep him?
Karen fucking gives him a look.
Yeah, she's like,
you are not getting laid tonight.
Yeah, well,
like,
because she knows
you're sleeping on the goddamn couch.
She knows that. I mean, Foggy, that he killed Foggy, so she is probably feeling some things. So Vanessa wakes up. And already, like, if you're paying attention, you know something's kind of off because she asks for pineapple juice, and
Kingpin's like, but you hate pineapple juice. She's like, I don't care. Give me the pineapple.
Well, I don't hate it now, asshole.
And then she's like, tell me a story.
Yeah, and we learn about how they first meet and everything, and he goes into the art gallery. And it's really cute.
He overpaid for the painting, but he got him to meet his wife, so he doesn't care.
This is a strange little vulnerable spot to see Wilson, by the way, with him being so sweet to her, and you know, he's obviously so worried about her and everything.
Like he genuinely loves his wife.
Yeah,
and it comes through, which is, I think, a nice humanizing factor for what is otherwise a outright villainous character.
Yeah. But I mean, her like things start getting more weird, where she asks him to tell a story again, and he kind of realizes something wrong, and then she goes into AFib, which, by the way, is not a shockable rhythm. When you're in the hospital and you see a flat line, the treatment for that, the therapy for that, is not shocking. It's medication. It's just a bunch of fucking adrenaline, pretty much, and it's one of the biggest medical faux pas they pull in Hollywood, which is that you have the dramatic EKG flatline and you get the paddles out and you scream clear. That's not what you do. Shocking a person in this heart rhythm does nothing. It doesn't do anything for them.
Thank you, Dr. House.
Yeah. So if she dies, it's their fault. And this is Wilson going, no.
And she does die, and Wilson's very unhappy about it.
Well, does she die? Or
I'm pretty sure she does.
I don't know. I guess part of me wonders maybe if they'll start the next episode where they're like, oh, we have a pulse. You know.
Maybe.
Anyway, that's the end of our show tonight.
That was way more podcast than I was prepared for.
So much. I've talked a lot tonight. We will be back next week to talk about some more nerdy shit. We have to see there.
But Invincible finale next week.
Yeah, which is nice because after next week,
we'll be down to 3 shows.
Our load gets a little bit lighter.